Hello there, I'm Maria. I'm from Hope Vineyard, Oxford. I am here to do a wonderful Wednesday with you guys, so I hope everyone is having a lovely day. But yeah, I want to talk this morning about what it means to be a person and not a project, and the very different mindset of how you look at yourself through those different lenses of being a person that converses and talks and grows and is messy and thinks and learns, to a project that has a 3-step to being this perfect idea of yourself. And actually, just the way that God looks at us as well, which is as people that he loves and is willing to be messy with, and doesn't treat us like the project maybe that we treat us as, but as people that we really are. And so I'm going to read to you this morning from 1 John 4, and it's from verse 17. So it says, God is love, and all who live in love live in God, and God lives in them. And as we live in God, our love grows more perfect. So we will not be afraid on the day of judgment, but can face him with the confidence because we live like Jesus here in this world. Such love has no fear, because perfect love expels all fear. If we are afraid, it is of fear of punishment, and this shows that we have not fully experienced his perfect love. And we love each other because he first loved us. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about how the view of God is that our love will grow more perfect as we come to know him, as we come to have communion with him, as we come to see him in our lives and have relationship with him. Our love grows more perfect, and it's not suddenly an overnight fix, and it's not suddenly this like big bang moment. It's a growing, a grueling process sometimes that seed has to be planted and covered, and then has to go through the soil, and then it has to have one leaf, and then it has to grow into something strong, and then be transplanted into a bigger area. And there's just such a process, and I just love the fact that God is living in that process, because if we live in love, that means we live in God, and if our love is growing more perfect, it means that we are coming to a greater union with God in us, and we are knowing him more, and we're able to have that change within us to understand things from a loving point of view, instead of a goal-oriented point of view, or any other point of view than love, basically, or a fearful point of view. So yeah, I just love that we grow more perfect. We are able to grow, and we don't have to be perfect. I think the heavenly idea of perfection is very different to our worldly view. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, and also just kind of leave you with something I read from C.S. Lewis in the Screwtape Letters, and it basically it talks about our spirits. We are spirit and we are flesh, and our spirits belong to the eternal world, and our flesh belongs to the time. And because we have both, we can live in both, and we operate from both. So we are loving God, and God is loving us, and growing this love in us to see ourselves not as his little robots or as projects, but as people who want to love and learn and grow and discover, and we're going to trip up a few times. And that's the kind of eternal part of us. But there's this time part of us, and that to live in time is to live in change and be able to change, and that kind of growth aspect is from that. So yeah, please take that as you will, and enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that everyone is blessed today, and that you start to see yourself as someone who is worth the process, instead of trying to be the best version of yourself in a project. So yeah, thank you, and have a lovely day.